Now we would like to invite Kathy Madigan and I believe Haney are going to be doing a meaningful, very meaningful and much deserved presentation for Owen Engelmann. Come on up, please.
All right, awesome. So first of all, congratulations, Owen. Working at Engelmann Becker is a wild time, believe me. Like, on the one hand, it's fun. It's always interesting. It's hugely rewarding, and as you all know, the work that we do is obviously of paramount importance. But on the other hand, I think it's also uniquely challenging, and sometimes it can be discouraging because the world of education is fundamentally irrational in its foundations, and it can be openly hostile to the kind of radical change that I think students so desperately require. Therefore, for all of us, I think, to keep on doing this kind of work, I can certainly tell you from my own experience, you need to have an answer, a convincing answer, a reliable answer to a very difficult question. How do we keep going forward when the prevailing winds are always dead set against us? And in this connection, I want to talk about Owen's leadership. And I want to give you 3 words to describe what I think are the most salient features of Owen's leadership. So the first word is mission. Everybody, what word? Mission. Let's go. I'm so glad that came off the way I was hoping it would. Awesome. So, you know, at Engelmann Becker, when we get to work in the morning, we check our egos at the door. We follow the data wherever it might lead. And I think more than anything else, we prioritize the interests and the welfare of students above all other matters. When things get heavy, you know, sometimes you have to take a bit of a breath, but then you get back to work. And that's the corporate culture that Owen has been building and shaping at Engelmann Becker for more than a decade now. And it animates everything that we do with a sense of urgency and purpose, because we do believe that we are engaged in a mission. You know, the stakes couldn't be higher. So first of all, mission is the thing that I think of when I think about Owen and his contribution to direct instruction. The second word is sacrifice. Everybody, what word? Sacrifice. Great. I think that leaders who model the behavior that they expect to see in other people and who hold themselves to the highest standards of accountability have the ability to inspire tremendous and profound dedication and loyalty in everybody else. And I can say honestly, in my experience, that Owen, and I have to say Charlene too, because this thing does not work if everyone is not on the same page. And Charlene Engelmann is a huge part of this too. I can say that Owen and Charlene have never asked any of us to do anything or to make any sacrifice that they have not done first. That's what keeps me going, especially in the hard times. And the third word is vision. Everybody, what word? Vision. Good. Despite everything else, Owen has never been the sort of person to capitulate to stupid trends. Or, you know, for that matter, to rest content with his father's legacy. I think the best way to honor a proud legacy is to build on it by looking back at its origins, in our case, the origins of what I believe to be a truly revolutionary project that we call direct instruction, and to discover there an unrealized potential for growth and expansion and for reason, and then to articulate with it a new vision for the future of what direct instruction can become, or maybe even what direct instruction was always meant to be. So in conclusion, I have to keep this short, but let me just thank Brian and thank NIFTY for giving me the chance to express how proud I am, and I have been for many years, to work at Engelmann Becker and to pay at least a small homage to Owen with these 3 little words. But they're actually really, really, really big words, because they're the things that make everything work: mission, sacrifice, and vision.
Thank you. Thanks, Evan. He's one of the co-authors of the many programs that you guys use and are learning to use. So part of the Engelmann Becker tradition is to develop those programs, and they're like engineers. They're not just authors. Right, Laura? I mean, you look at that stuff and you think, they're building something on each one of these little pieces. And that to me is remarkable and amazing. I'm Kathy Madigan, and I'm so glad and thrilled to be able to talk about our next inductee into the Hall of Fame. I'm a Hall of Famer, too. I guess I'm with Bonnie in the old group. First generation Mary, too. With the Engelmann Becker, we think about, gosh, Owen's been around for many decades. Okay, just yesterday he introduced me and he said, oh yeah, Kathy Madigan. Yeah, she's been around for many decades. So yeah, you have too, bud. In fact, he started out when he was 4 years old with Kurt. Have you guys seen that black and white? The black and white, right? If you haven't, it's on the NIFTY website. Good. Under videos, under Zig, and then you'll see it. It's a black and white video of Zig teaching his 2 twins, 4 years old, some of the initial principles that he used in designing the programs that you see today, many decades ago. One of the things that I like to think about is Owen in particular is Zig's son. But to me, he's more than that, right? I mean, as mothers, I can remember being Keith's mom, right? Keith's mom. Not that Keith is my son, I'm his mom, right? He's the important feature in that little equation. And that's the way I see Owen today. Owen is Zig's son. That he is creating and moving forward with an amazing legacy and moving in ways that are just remarkable, just absolutely remarkable. The kinds of things that he did with reading transformation in the digital world is created light years of opening up all sorts of new ideas and ways to present and deliver instruction. We're also right now, he has designed and developed something that I think is just phenomenal, autonomous instruction, where you don't need a teacher. You have this amazing program, a model program that now uses a computer, and by the way, the amazing principles of design, all the example sets. Think about your connecting math concepts. Think about that. And now you have an expert teacher teaching that material to little kiddos or big kiddos, and they can learn faster and better. They receive feedback in terms of corrections. They receive praise in terms of wonderful things they've done immediately, the right way, the way that we would want it to happen, the way that Bernie would say, yes, 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 that teacher's got it, that teacher's got it. And that reminds me of where I first met Owen. Where he is today is in autonomous instruction and redesign and creating new programs and making sense of this crazy world of education. But when I first met him, he was a brand new green teacher coach in Utah. And the Utah teachers, this was back in 80s, decades ago. And the teachers came to me afterwards and they said, Bernie, do you remember this? They came to us afterwards and they said, Superman was in my classroom. It was so exciting. And so we said, oh, Owen, got it. Owen was there. Superman was in my classroom. And I'll never forget that. And I just want to share with you that he continues to be a Superman. He is doing things that are going to take us to the next level in what we can do in education. And I hope you share with me in honoring him in this wonderful, wonderful time for him to be in the DI Hall of Fame. He is the gold standard for direct instruction.
Kurt and I are proud to be my dad's sons. My induction today is special for many reasons. One of them is it's within the organization where I've done some of my best work. Another one is it was completely unexpected. And so I want to thank you and Nifty for surprising me with this honor. My story is not like one like Mary Gleason or Jan Hasbrook, people who knew they wanted to be teachers. In my formative years, the last thing I wanted to be was a teacher because I saw what they did to people who were doing DI. I saw how dirty the educational system played, and I saw the damage they inflicted on the DI giants. You know, I really didn't want to be in a position where you did the right thing and got dumped on for it. I still feel that way, but here I am. After college, when my heart wasn't in DI, I left working with my dad, and I went with my partner now of 39 years, Charlene. And we worked in the film industry. And the film industry paid well. It was exciting. And absolutely no one's future depended on anything I did. So I came back to do something meaningful. This room is full of kindred spirits, people who know that teaching shouldn't be a lottery, and they refuse to accept that it is. That shared resolve is why I came back. It's why I stayed. Our goal hasn't changed since my dad was alive, and it's replace failure, fear, and frustration with success, joy, and confidence. That's the mission. not the aspiration, the mission. It hasn't been accomplished in 50 years, but it has been proven over and over. Now it's just a matter of time to scale it before the Grim Reaper pays us a visit. A few years after returning to DI, my dad told me a simple rubric for making a better instructional program. If you do a better job of controlling the details that affect student performance, you'll have a better instructional program. 1 million details. Literally, that's what it takes to make each lesson in a program that consistently delivers mastery. Sequencing, prompts, sub-skills, pre-skills, orchestrating all of it. It's like using a relational database to write a children's story. I've had extraordinary teachers to learn how and what to orchestrate. My dad, Doug Carnine. Is Doug still here? Phyllis Haddocks, Jerry Silbert, Gary Davis. If I've done anything right, it's because of those people. And I've had the privilege to work with brilliant colleagues and relentless teammates. I'm going to go through this list fast. Evan Haney, Linda Carnine. These are the current people I'm working with. Evan Haney, Linda Carnine, Gary Johnson, Kathy Madigan, Tina Wells, Callie Dwyer, Lynn House, Chris Gladfelter, Linda Gansel, Amilcar Fuentes, and all 3 of my kids, Max, Brandon, and Blake. There are many others who have helped me along the way and given me inspiration. Finally, my wife, Charlene. Almost a decade and a half ago, she encouraged, no, she demanded that I stop complaining about the vision of how things should be and either start working towards it or let it go. Let it go weren't her exact words. Her words they were a little more colorful, and, well, the text acronym for them is STFU. With Charlene's gentle prompt, I began to work towards the vision, and she has supported me fully. She has taken on so many roles with corrective reading, decoding, revision, Engelmann Becker, phonics, and I did it, that our ship would have sunk long ago if she hadn't stepped in. Thank you, my dear. Love you, my dear. To echo what several of the speakers have said, and the Athena Trust Group, our job is far from done. As long as there are students who need success and teachers out there who don't have the tools to provide it, we'll keep going. Not because it's easy, not because it's popular, but because we're the ones who can do it, and it needs to be done.
NIFTY provides implementation guidance to school and district leaders, as well as training and coaching to teachers implementing direct instruction programs to ensure that all students are successful. For more information on what NIFTY can do for your school or district, visit our website, www.nifty.org.